Sally, oh Sally, why couldn't you just keep your mouth shut? It was a late stormy night in the Windy City. The year was 36. No, 37. Ever since the accident, I really couldn't tell what was what anymore. I was strolling out of the office with my Tribune under my arm. I was wearing my Herbert Johnson fedora, because it was June. I headed over to the Saucy's platoon to meet my informant, kluge. Kluge was promising me a big case. I'm talking front-page material here. I entered the room and I could feel a surge of static electricity throughout the room and a dash of heat on my face when several of the dames caught my eye. I spotted kluge across the lounge. He was wearing a velvet suit with the usual black bow tie. Such a sinister combination meant only bad news for me in the department.
Sam, and get your buddy to give me my dough on the double. He's been ducking me for weeks.
Nice to see you too, Cluggy. Kluge was a bookie who gambled with the Sharks.
Yeah! Sorry, Sam, I didn't mean to snap like that. All these games and fast-talking high trousers are just giving me the willies.
So what's the scoop?
So apparently there's some crackpot scientists trying to reanimate corpses.
Well, you don't say. This is the story of the century.
So, will you do it?
I'm no Dan Turner, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay, but he's at some castle in the swamps.
I crept to the door of the large castle. I was transfixed by the scandalous antiques I saw. A suit of armor stared at me as I walked down the corridor. As I turned the corner, there he was, Dr. Death. Freeze! To my disappointment, this so-called mad scientist was nothing out of the sort. I must have mixed up what kluge had said about reanimated corpses with hair cream, because that's all Dr. Death had been making in his lab. Like I said, ever since the accident I couldn't tell what was what anymore. Apparently, he was hired by the government to create a hair cream for something called facial hair for men. And women if necessary. Geez, I guess the clean-shaven look is going out of style, huh? This case ultimately led me to finally getting a therapist to help me sort things out. If only Sally hadn't told me that kluge wanted to meet me at the Saucy's platoon. Oh Sally, why couldn't you just keep your mouth shut?
You make me smile with my heart.